Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to do the Negeri Sembilan Maths Paper 1. Let's go. I heard this paper is quite hard. Let's try and see. Question 1. Given two equations of a straight line, namely this and this. If these two lines are parallel, what is the possible value of k? Right. When we have two parallel lines, that means they share the same gradient. M1 and M2 is the same. Okay. So what we can do is we can figure out this gradient and this gradient. We can compare them. Right. So here let's rearrange these in the general form. General form is y equals to mx plus c. So m will be our gradient. Okay. So let's do the first one. This one. We make y the subject. Y equals to negative 2 we bring here will become positive 2. So 2x plus 3. So our gradient here is 2. And then we do this line. Y equals to, this looks like mx. We have m and x here. So we write this as k minus 2x plus 7. So the coefficient of x will be the gradient. Okay, whichever is in front of x is the gradient. So now we can say k minus 2 equals to 2 because the gradients are the same. Therefore, k will equal to 2 plus 2, 4. Okay. Done. Next, in a competition, the chance of Achong winning is 1 over 4. Okay. Achong winning 1 over 4. The chance of Badri winning is 3 over 8. Badri winning is 3 over 8. If only one winner is chosen and both cannot win at the same time, what is the probability that neither of them wins? Okay. Only one winner is chosen, both cannot win at the same time means they are mutually exclusive. So Achong and Badri will be like this. If they can win at the same time, that means both of them can win together, it will be like this, non-exclusive. So since this is exclusive, we draw like this. The whole set will be like this. Okay, this is Achong, this is Badri. Probability of Achong winning, 1 over 4. Probability of Badri winning, 3 over 8. We need to find what is the probability that neither of them wins. So this is Achong winning. This is Badri winning. Neither of them winning means the outside area, this part. So we need to find this one. Right. We know the total probability of any scenario must be 1. That means the probability of not winning plus this must equal to 1. So if you want to find the x here, 1 minus this will get x. So 1 minus 1 over 4 minus 3 over 8. We get 3 over 8. So the probability of neither of them winning will be 3 over 8. D. Okay. So if you add these 3 up, you get 1 now. Because these are all the possible outcomes. Achong winning, Badri winning, none of them win. Done. Alright, question 3. It's given that y directly proportional to this and y varies. Okay, let's write this. Y varies directly as cube root of x and inversely as the square root of z. Square root of z. Okay. Calculate the value of p minus q. P and q are here. Alright, so I think here they want us to compare. So what we do is, we take this guy, we write it here. This one, oops, I'm just going to underline it. Okay, so y x cube over z power p. We need to compare these two. Right. We can't really compare straight away because this is x power and z power something. Here we don't have any power, but we can convert the cube root and the square root to power. Okay. Cube root of something, cube root of a is written as a power 1 over 3. Square root of a will be a power 1 over 2. Okay, so here we can convert this. X power x cube root of x will be x power 1 over 3. Square root of z will be z power 1 over 2. So now we can say this equals to this and this equals to this. So looks like p is 1 over 2 and q is 1 over 3. So 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3. We get 1 over 6 d. Done. Four. Rahim owns a serviced apartment in Seremban and the rent is estimated to be 900 per month. If every year he pays a property assessment tax of this much, calculate the property assessment tax rate. Okay, so yearly he pays a tax of this much. So let's calculate how much he pays monthly. So 432 per year, we divide it by 12 months. So every month he's paying 36 ringgit. And his total rent is 900 ringgit. So if you want to find the percentage of tax, you do this. 36 over 900. Okay, because he's paying 36 ringgit of tax for 900 ringgit worth of property. Rental. Answer times 100. So we get 4%. Okay. So every month he needs to pay 4% of tax. Alright. Next. Given that y this is this, find the value of y minus x. Okay. Whenever we have 1 over, okay, let's say we have 1 over a, right? We can write this as a power negative 1. This 1 over will become negative. If let's say we have 1 over a square, this will become a negative 2. This 1 over will change to negative. So here we have 1 over yx. This one we can change it to y power negative x. Okay, so y power negative x equals to 4 power negative 3. That means y is 4 and x is 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Don't write negative 3 because we are just comparing both also got negative. So we don't look at the negative. We just look at the number 3 here. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Answer D. Done. Question 6. Amin has a medical policy. Deductible 2,200. Co-insurance percentage is 70-30. Calculate the cost borne by Amin if his medical treatment is 18,000. Okay. So his medical treatment 18,000 means when he goes to the hospital, he wants to claim the insurance, he has to first pay the deductible. So 18,000 minus 2,200, 15,800. Okay. So this one he already paid. Okay, now from here, from this 15,800, the co-insurance is 70-30. So 70% will be borne by the insurance company, 30% he needs to pay . We want to find the cost he bonds, right? Cost borne by Amin. So that means we find the 30% because this is how much he is paying. 30% times 15,800. So he has to pay 4,740. Okay. But don't forget, he already paid this much earlier. So the total cost he is paying is this much plus this much. So answer plus 2200. Sorry, 4740 plus 2200. He's paying 6,940 ringgit. Done. Okay. So from here, if you how to know this much is paid by whom, this much is paid by whom, you always see the lesser percentage. Lesser percentage we will tanggung lah. 70% tanggung by the insurance company. Okay, that's the whole purpose of buying insurance, because we don't want to absorb most of the what do you call that, the expenses. 70% is absorbed by the insurance company. We only pay 30%. Okay, but don't forget to add the deductible, because this one is also paid by Amin. So when you want to claim insurance, you have to pay this first, the deductible. Alright, question 7. Which of the following statement is not true? Okay, Q is a subset of P union Q. This is true, because let's say this is P and this is Q. P union Q. P union Q is the whole thing. So Q is a subset of P union Q. It is part of P union Q. Empty set is a subset of P union Q. Yes. Okay, P union Q. Empty set will also be a subset. Okay, it's one of the memang it's one of the subset lah. P union Q is a subset of P union Q. Yes. Okay, P union Q is the whole thing. It is a subset of P union Q. Q prime is a subset of P union Q. No. Q prime will be everything other than Q. So all this side. This is not a subset of P union Q. P union Q until here only. Okay, Q prime already going outside. So this is not true. D. Which of the following pairs of matrices can be multiplied? Okay, if you want to multiply the matrix, first we have to check the matrix notation. So matrix notation, you write number of rows times number of columns. So we have 1 row, 2 columns. This one we have 2 rows, 1 column. The numbers here must be same, then only it can be multiplied. So this one can lah. Here we have 2 rows, 1 column. So this is 2 by 1. This is 2 rows, 2 columns, 2 by 2. 1 and 2 not same. Cannot. Here we have 1 row, 2 columns. So 1 by 2. And then this is 3 rows, 1 column. So it's 3 by 1. 2 and 3 not same. Cannot multiply. Here we have 1 row, 2 columns. So 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2. 2 and 1 not same. Cannot multiply. Answer A. Right, question 9. Diagram 1 shows the speed time graph of the motion of particle for a period of 25 seconds. Okay, this is a speed time graph. So in the speed time graph, gradient represents acceleration and the area under the graph represents distance traveled. Okay, so you can remember. Right. Let's see what the question wants. Acceleration of particle in the first W seconds is -4. Acceleration represented by gradient. That means they are saying the gradient here is -4. Calculate the value of W. Okay. So gradient, if you want to find, it's basically, there are many ways. Let's just use the coordinate way lah. So this coordinate and this coordinate, this one will be 0, 80. This one will be x is W, y is 20. So we can say y2 minus y1, okay, which is the gradient formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So gradient is -4, y2, y1. x2, x1. All right. So now this is negative w, 0 minus w is negative w, we can swap. So and go here, negative 4 comes here. 80 minus 20 is 60 over negative 4. Negative 15. Therefore, w is just 15. B. Okay, so we use the gradient formula. And then this one, you write your coordinates properly, then you can do that. That's it. Done. Next, factorize this completely. All right. So let's try to figure out. Oh, actually, no need. They already showed us here. All also can be divided by 7. Okay, let's say they didn't show us here. What you can do is, you can do 112 over 63. So this simplifies to 16 and 9, right? So you can figure out 112, how did it become 16? 112 divided 16 is 7. So that means all of this can be divided by 7. Okay. But here they want, okay, let's just take out 7 first. 112 divide 7, we get 16. Then 63 divide 7, we get 9. So negative 9p square. Right. To make our life easier, let's try to make p square positive. So what we do is, we divide this by negative. So it means we take out the negative. So we'll get positive 9p square minus 16. Okay, this one will be negative, this one will be positive. Then I rearranged it. Okay, I put this here. Right. This is a special factorization where you have squares of everything. So 9 is a square, 16 is also a square. So this one you want to factorize. Okay, you use the formula a square minus b square is basically a minus b, a plus b. This is the special factorization where you have perfect squares on both sides and minus in between, which is what we have. So 9p square will be 3p, 16 will be 4. Okay, you square root it. And 3p plus 4. Okay, this is how to factorize it. Right. This is the special factorization. Okay, then let's find the answer. Got not? Negative 7, don't have. Okay, so here the p's are at the back. So what we can do is, we can swap it. So this whole thing we can times negative. Basically you can bring out the negative. So negative 7, this will become 4 minus 3p. And then this one we can rearrange it to make it 4 plus 3p. Okay, here we did nothing, we just rearranging it because here the 3p's are all at the back. Here what I did was I brought out negative, I factored out the negative. So when you factor out negative, negative will become positive, positive will become negative. This one quite difficult. So negative of negative 7 will be positive 7, 4 minus 3p, 4 plus 3p. C. Okay, this question paper a little bit tricky than the Malacca paper. Alright. Question 10. Simplify this. Okay. So let's try to factorize first. A square minus b square we just saw just now. A square minus b square is a special factorization. A minus b, a plus b. 3c and 3d, we can factorize the 3. Actually no need. See, since here we have 15, right? What we can do is 15 here we can factor out. We can factor out the 5, so we'll be left with 3c plus 3d. This will be much better. Then we can easily cut this. Here we have a minus b can be cut here. So now we are just left with a plus b times 5. So it's 5a plus b. C. Done. Question 12. Oh, this one also a few of my students, they came and asked me. RST and TQ are tangents to the circle PQS. Okay, so tangent lines means here will be 90, here will be 90. Find the value of y minus x. Okay, so here we have a circle, two legs, one going to the center, one going to the circumference. So this one we use the 2x x formula. So if this is x, this will be double of the x. So here will be 100. And then here we know is 90, here is also 90. And this is a four-sided shape, a quadrilateral. So four-sided shape, the total interior angle will be 360. So 360 minus 90 minus 100 minus 90, we can get x. Okay, because total is 360, we minus all the angles. X is 80. Y here is 90. Done. So y minus x will be 90 minus 80, which is 10. Done. Question 13. A cube model is made using Manila card. Volume of the cube is this. Okay, so let's draw a cube. Cube is something like this. So they said the volume is this much. So volume of cube is x cube. X times x times x. So the volume is this, means we can say x cube equals to 1 over 8 4x minus 2 cube. Okay, you know what? Instead of using x cube, because there they already gave x, I'm just going to change this. Make it easier. I'm just going to call this length L. L times L times L. Okay, we can't use x because here already got x. So the volume is L cube. This times this times this. So L cube is equivalent to this 1 over 8 4x minus 2 cube. So here we have L cube, here we have this one cube. Okay, let's see what they want to find. Find the total surface area of the cube. So a cube has 6 surfaces, 6 squares long. So you want to find total surface area, you find the surface area of one square, then you multiply it by 6. So to find the area of one square, we need the length of the side. So we need to find L. So cube, you move here, will become cube root. So you can say L is the cube root of 1 over 8 4x minus 2 cube. Okay, so cube root of 1 over 8 will be 1 over 2. Okay, you can use your calculator to do this. Cube root of 1 over 8 is 1 over 2. And then cube root of 4 minus 2's cube. You cube root a cube will cancel off lah. So it will just be 4x minus 2. We can expand this also. 1 over 2 times this. We will get 2x minus 1. Done. This is the length of one side. Now we can find the total surface area. So the surface area of one square will be length times length. That means 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1. So it's 2x minus 1 square. And since we have 6 sides in the cube, we multiplied by 6. 14. Total money of Borhan and Devi is 70. Okay. Borhan plus Devi is 70. Borhan has 10 ringgit more than Devi. Borhan has 10 ringgit more than Devi. After Borhan gives 5 ringgit to Devi, they have the same. Oh, they give us 3 equations. I don't think we need the third equation. We can solve here already. Okay, never mind. Let's try to solve first. So simultaneous basic with 2 unknowns, you just need 2 equations, no need 3. Equation 1, equation 2. So we know B is 10 plus D. We can sub it into this B. So 10 plus D equals to 70. Then here will be 10 plus 2D equals to 70. So D will be 70 minus 10 divided by 2. That means 60 divided by 2, you get 30. So Devi has 30 ringgit. Borhan will have 10 ringgit more than Devi. So Borhan will have 40 ringgit. Okay, let's check. Total money they have is 70. 30 plus 40 is 70. Borhan has 10 ringgit more than Devi. Yes, 40 and 30. After Borhan gives 5 ringgit to Devi, they have the same amount of money. Yes. If Borhan gives 5 ringgit, they will both have 35. So it's correct, it all tallies. Find Borhan's original amount of money. Borhan has 40 bucks. C. Actually, this one they no need to give also. From here itself, we can already solve. Okay, we only need 2 equations. I think they put that to confuse you. 15. The following data are arranged in ascending order. Okay. The mean of the data is 8 and the median is x. Find the value of x. Okay. Mean of the data is given as 8 already. They no need to give us median. Can find already. Okay, let's try. I think they're trying to confuse us. Okay, using the mean, we can already find the x actually. Because mean is sum of x divided by a number. The number of numbers. This is mean. So sum of x means 4 plus 6 plus x plus 2 plus 12. Total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. The mean is 8. So from here you can find x already. So it'll become 8 times 5 minus all this. So 8 times 5 is 40. 4 plus 6, 10. 12. 12 plus 12, 24. X plus x, 2x. Right, now we can make x a subject. So x will be 40 minus 24 divided by 2. Let's check the median. They say the median is x. The median is here, correct lah, 8. Okay, because this is right at the center. 1, 2, 1, 2. Done. Actually, this one no need also. I don't know why they gave the median. To confuse us, I think. Done. Question 16. BCDE is a rectangle and ABF is a triangle. Okay. ABF, sorry. AFD and ABC are straight lines. AB is 6 cm. So this is 6 cm. From here to here. ED is 20 cm. So this whole thing is 20. Given that cos x is 1 over 3. Okay. Cos x is adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, so from if we can do both triangles, this triangle or this triangle, but both are right angle triangles and both also share the same x. Okay, let's see what they want. Find the length of AD. AD. Okay, they want the whole length. So we use the whole triangle, the big triangle. Alright, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So the adjacent here is 6 plus 20. Okay, so here also 20 means here also will be 20. So we can say our adjacent is 26. Okay, from x, adjacent is 26. Hypotenuse is AD. So 1 over 3 is 26 over AD. So if 1, you want to make it 26, you multiply it with 26. So 3 also you times 26, you get 80. 78. Done. 17. 3 groups of students sit for a maths test. The scores obtained are as table 1. Which group shows most consistent performance? Oh my god. Okay. So consistent means you need to find the standard deviation. Standard deviation is how much it deviates from the mean. So if this is your mean, if it deviates lesser, okay, if let's say it deviates this much, that means it's more consistent. If the standard deviation is bigger, that means it's not consistent. Because this is your mean marks, this is what you always get, but not always consistent. Sometimes you get way lesser, sometimes you get way higher. So here we need to find standard deviation to find who is the most consistent. The lesser the standard deviation, the more consistent lah. Okay, you always stay the same, around the mean only. Okay, we need to find 3 standard deviation. Alright, the formula for standard deviation is the square root of sum of x square over n minus sum of x over n square. This is basically the mean lah. Okay, so sometimes in the formula sheet they'll write this as mean. Right. So square root of sum of x square means all these are x's, we have to square them individually. Okay, so we put square root. X square means 6 square plus 8 square plus 10 square plus 12 square. Divide by n. N is the number of numbers. We have 4 numbers here. Minus sum of n. So 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 divided by 4. Don't forget to square this. So the first one has a standard deviation of 2.236. Alright. Let's do the next one. Same thing. X square divided by n minus divide by n square. We get 1.581. Oh, this is much better compared to P because lesser standard deviation. Next one, 5 square plus 8 square plus 11 square plus 14 square divided by 4 minus 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus 14 over 4. Don't forget to square it. So here we get 3.354. So these two deviates a lot from the mean. This one has a lesser standard deviation. Okay, so it's more consistent. Q. Kumpulan Q performed. Alright, question 18. All of the following numbers have 3 significant figures except. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 SF. So this is wrong. Here we have 3 SF. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is the only one that is wrong. The zeros before the number don't count. The zeros after the number counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, question 19. PQR is a tangent to circle at point Q. Okay. Find the value of x. Okay. So first let's see this. We have a cyclic quadrilateral here. Cyclic quadrilateral, alternate angles will be 180. That means the sum of this plus this is 180. So 180 minus this will get us this, 60. Okay. And then we can figure this one out. So this angle and this angle will be the same. So this one will be 78. Okay, so basically if you have a triangle, circle, you have a tangent line, and you have a triangle. Something like this. You must remember, this angle will be the same as this angle. And this angle will be the same as this angle. Okay, how I like to think about it is, this angle touches these lines, right? It will be the same as the angle that doesn't touch this line. So these two lines don't touch. These angles touches these two lines. So it will be the same as this angle that doesn't touch. So in this case, this angle will be the same as this one. Now we can solve the x already. We have all the angles in this triangle. So sum of all the angles in a triangle will come up to 180. So you can find x lah. 180 minus 60 minus 78 divided by 2. 21. C. Done. 20. Adrian deposited 30,000 ringgit in Bank Maju. The bank pays annual interest of X%. Okay, let's write down now. So he deposited a principal of 30,000. This is how much is initially deposited. Interest rate is X%. So we write X over 100 per year. Compounded every 4 months. So if it compounds every 4 months, one year got 12 months, right? So every 4 months it compounds once. 4 months compound once. 4 months compound once. So it compounds a total of 3 times in that year. So n is 3. Okay, 3 times it compounds. And one more clue is they already say it compounds, right? So this is compound interest. Compound interest, the formula is mv p1 plus r over n power nt. This is a compound interest formula. Okay. Right. At the end of the 3rd year, so he compounds it for 3 years. That means t is 3. The total interest earned was this much. Calculate value of x. Alright, so the interest he gets is 5,328.96. But if you see here, we don't have interest here. There is no interest, but we have matured value. Matured value means the principal plus the interest. That means he deposited 30,000. He gets an interest, additional 5,328. So the matured value will be this plus this. Okay, so this one the bank is giving him. So matured value would be 30,000 plus 5328.96. 35328.96. So you can say matured value is 35328.96. Interest no need. Okay, we don't need it. It's in the formula. Right, now we put all these values into the formula. We need to find x. They ask us to calculate x. All right. So matured value is 35328.96. Principal is 30,000. Interest rate is x percent. N is 3 times t. Okay. That's quite susah. We need to find x here. So we do one by one. First, we bring the 30,000 over here. This will become divide. Oops. So 35328.96 divide 30,000. We get this. Okay. So now this equals to 1.177. This thing we can multiply it. 3 times 3 is 9. So I'm going to write power 9 equals to 1.177632. Okay. Now we need to move the 9 over here. So if you have power 9, you want to bring it over here, it'll become the root of 9. Because if you have a square is, let's say, 4. Square you bring here will become square root 4. If cube you bring here will become cube root 4. If 9 you bring here will become 9 root 9 4. So we can say root 9 of 1.177632 is 1 plus x percent over 3. So root 9 answer. We get this. And then the 1 we bring here will become minus 1. Answer minus 1. We get this. And then 3 we bring there will become times 3. So this. So x percent is x over 100 equals to this 0.054055. So x will become 100 times this, times 100. 5.5%. T. Wow, quite hard to solve this paper. Alright, halfway done. Question 21. Okay, express this as a base 7 number. Okay, so here everything is given in 7. So what we can do is, alright, 7 here, and then power 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 until 5. Okay, so now we have 1, 7 power 5, 4, 7 power 3, so 1 is 7 power 5. So 7 power 5, this will be 1. 7 power 3 is 4. So we write 4 here. 7 power 2 is 3. And then 7 power 1 is 5. So this will be our answer. Whichever got no numbers, you put 0. So the answer is 104350. C. Done. Okay, next one. Find the roots of this quadratic equation. Right. So to find the roots, we first have to expand. So we get 2x squared plus 3x. 5 over 3 times 9 is 15. Then we have 5 over 3 times 12 over 5, which is 4x. Then we bring all of this to one side. We make this side equals to 0 lah. So 2x squared plus 3x minus 4x minus 15 is 0. 3x minus 4x is negative x. So minus x minus 15 is 0. Then we factorize. So you go to polynomial degree 2. A is 2, B is -1, C is -15. So our roots are -5/2 and 3. T. Done. Right, next one. Given that 64 divided by this equals to this. Okay. Find the value of P. Alright. So let's try to solve this part. So 1/3, power 1/3 means cube root. Or you can just basically put the exact form in our calculator. 64 power 1/3 is 4. And then x to the power of P, 1/3. So P we can multiply with 1/3. So we get P/3. And then divide by this. So fractions we cannot divide. We have to change it to times. Then we flip this. So it will become times, xy square over 4. Okay. Then we cut this 4's. Then we can simplify this. So when you have times, this is power 1. When you have times, the powers you must plus. So x P/3 plus 1. And then y square is just y square. So they said this is equals to this. X cubed y square. So y square and y square you can cancel off. That means this equals to this. So we need to find P. So we can say P/3 plus 1 equals to 3. So P will be 3 minus 1 times 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6 lah. So the answer is 8. Done. 24. Shirley has purchased fire insurance for her house. Insurance company determined that the insurable value is this much. Okay. The insurance policy purchased has a co-insurance provision to insure 80% of the insurable value of a property. Okay. So first what we can do is we can find how much of co-insurance is required. So 80% of 350,000. We get 280,000. This is the required insurance. Okay, whenever you want to solve co-insurance, you need to find the required insurance first. Right. Then they say deductible 4,000. Shirley's house was damaged by fire. Total loss was 35,000. Calculate the amount of insurance purchased if Shirley received compensation of this much. Okay, so she did not receive full compensation. Her damages were 35,000. She got compensation of this much only. That means she bought a fraction of the required insurance. She didn't buy the full lah. So she bought X instead of 280,000. Okay, so this is the fraction that she bought multiplied by the damages, minus the deductible, we get the amount of compensation, 22875. Okay, so we need to find the value of X. So from here you can just solve lah. So 4,000 we bring there first, becomes plus 22875 plus 4,000. And then this one is times, right? So you bring here, become divide 35,000. And then this is divide, you bring there, become times. So times 280,000. So she bought insurance for 215,000. So if she bought it for 280,000, whenever there is loss, you will get the full compensation minus the deductible. But here, she bought it at a fraction. She only bought for 215,000. So the amount of compensation the insurance company gives is also a fraction. Okay, the fraction that you bought. Done. Next one, you can just use your calculator. 746.5 times 10 power negative 3 divide by 10 power negative 7. We get this. So in your calculator, actually you can press the ENG button. It will give you in scientific mode. It will straight away solve it. But this is a fancy calculator. So scientific mode is given here. 7.465 10 power 6 B. Okay, you can try your calculator. So you just press the ENG button. It will move the units. Alright, question 26. Oh, this was also a popular question. A lot of students came and asked me. So this is a regular polygon. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a nonagon. It has 9 sides. P and W, RMW straight lines, find the value of x. Okay. So if you have a 9-sided polygon, let's try to find the interior angle first. So the formula will be n minus 2 times 180 over n. N is the number of sides lah. Since we have 9 sides, we put 9. So n minus 2 is 7. 7 times 180 divide 9. So we get 140. So our interior angle is 140. So all these angles are 140, 140, 140, 140, also 140 lah. So if this is 140, we can easily find this one. Since it's a straight line, 180 minus 140, 40. Then this one, we need to find this part. So we need to find this amount. What we can do is, what I like to do is, I like to split this. So from this point, let's try to split into all this equally. So we know how much is each angle. So in this case, this whole thing is 140. 140 we split it equally among 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we split it equally among these 7 parts. So 140 divided 7 is 20. That means each part is 20. So 20, 20, 20, this is 60. So I can say this is 60. So if this is 60, remaining here will be 120 lah, because 180 minus 60, 120. So this triangle, we know total interior angle is 180. So 180 minus this, we'll get this. So these two is 160, 180 minus 160 is 20. Okay, you can double check. 180 minus 120 minus 40. Done. That's it. Table 2 shows a score obtained by Kelvin in a game. Find the median score. Median means right in the middle. So here we can do, we can add up all our frequencies first. 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7 plus 3 plus 3. Our total frequency is 31. We need to find the middle. So divided by 2, 15.5. So the 15.5th term will be the median score. Okay. So the first 3 terms are 0, 0, 0, 0. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 got 7 times. So basically 3 numbers here. 3 plus 7, 10 numbers here. 10 plus 8, 18 numbers. So from here to here, got 18 numbers. Here to here, 10 numbers. So the 15.5th term will be right here, because the first to 10th term is here. The 11th to 18th term is 2. So the 15th.5th term will be 2 as well. Answer is 2. Can. Right. 28. Find the solution for this. So negative 3x, we try to expand this. 2x plus 20. Then we bring the x to one side. So negative 3x bring here, 20 bring here. So 2x plus 3x, negative 20. So 5x is more than negative 20. X will be negative 20 divided by 5, which is negative 4. So x is bigger than negative 4. Bigger than or equals to. Okay, so you have to look at the symbol here. X is bigger or equals to negative 4. Bigger equals to negative 4. Done. 29. Find the value of angle of the minor sector POQ. POQ. So this is the minor sector. This will be the major sector. Major will always be bigger. Minor is the smaller one. So they want us to find this angle. Alright. So first we already know that this part must be 90. Then we can solve this one and this one. So from here, let me draw a triangle. So here our x value is negative 0.707. So this length is 0.707. This length is the y. Okay, y is here. So this length is also 0.707. So to find this angle, we can use opposite over adjacent, tangent. So we can say tangent theta is opposite over adjacent. Don't take negatives here because we are just using the length. Length got no negative. So theta will be shift tangent. This divided by this is 1. So shift tangent of 1. We get 45 degrees. So we can write here, this is 45. So 90. Now we solve this guy. So same thing, we draw a triangle here. We need to find this theta. So here our x value is 0.5. That means this is 0.5. Y value is 0.866. That means this value, this length is 0.866. So opposite over adjacent. Because from the theta here, this is opposite. So opposite of adjacent is 0.5, 0.866. So theta will be shift tangent of 0.5, 0.866, which is 30. So this theta is 30. So the total angle will be the sum of all these. So we just add 45 plus 90 plus 30. 165. P. That's it. So to solve this kind of questions, we need to draw right angle triangles. Then you identify your x value is this, your y value is this. Then you can solve. Right. Question 30. Diagram 7 shows a graph of function. This is a cos graph. Determine the value of c. Alright, C is how many units did the graph go up by. So for a cost graph, a regular cost graph would look like this. Okay, so our middle is somewhere here. That means we need to find how much has it gone up here. Okay, we need to find this value. So from here to here, we can say this is equivalent to 2 amplitudes. Because the center is here, amplitude is just from the center to here. So this plus this is 2 amplitudes. So 6.8 minus 2.4, we divide it by 2. So each amplitude is 2.2. So from here 2.2 means 6.8 minus 2.2, we get 4.6. So from here to here 2.2, here to here 2.2, which is the amplitude. So the graph supposed to be at 0. Okay, this axis supposed to be at 0. It has gone up by 4.6. So the constant here will be 4.6. Answer C. Okay. Quite difficult also, this paper. A tree has 8 vertices and n edges. State the number of n. State the value of n. Okay. So if a tree has 8 vertices, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The number of edges will be vertices minus 1. Because for a tree, you can only go to one point. There must only be one jalan to go from one point to another point. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices, the number of edges will be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's just 8 minus 1. If you have 10 vertices, you must have 9 edges. If you have 12 vertices, you must have 11 edges. Because tree means you cannot have 2 lines going from one point to another. Only one way. So 7. Done. 32. In July 2026, Adham received a total income of this much. Fixed expenses are this and variable is this. At the end of the month, Adham had a negative cash flow. Ooh. Okay, calculate value of y. So his income is this much. His expenses are 3780 and y. So income minus expenses is the cash flow. He had a negative cash flow of 690. So we need to find y here. Negative y we bring there. 690 we bring here. So 5500 minus 3780 plus 690 equals to y. Then we calculate 5500 minus this plus 690. So y is 2410. So his expenses are more than his income. Bad. He needs to reassess his financial situation. Alright, question 33. PQ is a straight line. Which points is the image of point R under a certain reflection in line PQ? So this one, reflect on this line. Be somewhere here. This distance and this distance must be same. So the only option has to be C. Others all cannot. Okay, this one I think you just use common sense only. Okay, reflection must be around here. If you want to do mathematically, you can find the numbers of boxes here and you can go down here. Must be same. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 here, 6 here. It has to reflect along this line. 34. Which of the following graph represents y equals to cos 4x? This is a sine graph. This is also sine graph. This is a cos graph. Starts from here. We have 1 cos, 2, 3, 4 cos graphs, which is exactly what we want. Okay, because 4x, the 4 represents the number of cycles. So we have 4 graphs. See. This is a cos graph, but this is only one cycle. We need 4 cycles. Alright, 35. Based on the information above, complete premise 1. So premise 2 is this. The conclusion is this. So if this, then this. If this, then this. A. The others all will not make sense. Okay, so quite easy. The next one. Given that C varies directly as D, find the value of N. Okay, variation. So C varies directly as D. The first thing we need to do is put equals to K and put D. Then we sub in the values. So they already gave us a complete pair. C is 52 when D is 26. So from here we can find K. 56 divided by 26 will be 2. So we can say C equals to 2D. Okay, because the K is 2. Now we can solve this. So C is 86, D is N. So N will be 86 divided by 2, which is 43. Done. Next one. Venn diagram with the universal set students in class 5A. So all these are students in class 5A. Set M is students who passed maths tests. So this one all passed maths tests. N is the students who passed the science tests. All passed science tests. Given that NM is 13, so the total of this plus this is 13. N is 11, so this plus this is 11. N of M intersect N prime. N prime is everything other than N. M intersecting N prime means this area. So this area is 9. I'm going to say this is 9. Oh, then we can solve this also. Because we have NM is 13. Total is 13. Here 9 means here must be 13 minus 9, which is 4. Then we can solve this guy also. Because N is 11. So this plus this is 11. So 11 minus 4 is 7. Okay, settle. Number of students who failed both is 11%. So those who failed means they never pass anything. That means we put them outside here. This one failed. Calculate total number of students in class 5A. So total means you just plus everything. 9 plus 4 plus 7 plus 11. 31. B. Done. 38. A box contains 17 yellow balls and 14 blue balls. Hokseng puts another 5 yellow balls and 2 blue balls in the box. So now yellow we have 17 plus 5, 22. Blue we have 16. A ball is chosen at random from the box. Find the probability that the ball chosen is yellow. Okay. You want to find probability of yellow means we have 22 yellow balls. Total we have 22 plus 16 balls. 22 over 22 plus 16. So probability of picking yellow ball will be 11 over 19. T. Done. 39. In diagram 10, CD is a vertical tower. Okay. ABD is horizontal. Angle of depression of A from C. So you want to find angle of depression, you first draw a line AC first. Angle of depression means it is going down. So this angle of depression, they said, is 30.1 degrees. So since this is horizontal, this is also horizontal. If this is 30.1, here also 30.1. Right. Calculate the angle of elevation of C from B. So C from B, angle of elevation will be going up. So here lah. Right. To solve that, I think we need to find this length first. So what we can do is, we have a right angle triangle, we have the angle, we have opposite, we can figure out the adjacent. So opposite and adjacent is tangent theta. So theta is 30.1, opposite is 11 cm, 11 meters. Adjacent is AD, the length of this whole line. Right. So now you want to find AD, you swap this. So 11 divided by tangent 30.1. So AD is 18.976. Now we can try to solve this one. So the whole length we have, and then we have the length of AB also. AB is given as 7 cm. So to find BD, you minus this with 7. We get 11.976. So now that we have the opposite and the adjacent, we can use back our tangent theta, opposite over adjacent, to find the theta. So it will be the shift tangent of 11.9. 42.57. This will be our angle. Oh, they want us to give in degrees and minutes. So we press this button. 42.34. B. But there are no other 42s lah, so only option is B. That's it. Last question. Solve this. Okay. So let's try to do it. 5 times, basically here 5 you must times with everything. So 5 times 5, 25, 5 times negative 3, negative 15, 5 times 3, 15, negative 50. Then here 4 you times everything. 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times negative 6, 4 times 6, 4 times negative 5. Then we minus. So 25 minus 8 is 20. 25 minus 8 is 17. Negative 15 minus negative 24 is 9. 15 minus 24. And then negative 50 minus negative 20. Then we match. See. Okay, but in exam, actually, you don't have to do everything lah. What I like to do is I just like to choose whichever is different. So what I'll do is I'll find the last one. So I'll do 5 times negative 10 minus 4 times negative 5. Then I get negative 50, negative 30, right? So I know either these two only. This two I cross out already. Then we just determine this number. If the answer is 9, then obviously it has to be this. Can't be this. So you don't have to do everything. But here I just want to show you how to do everything. Alright. That is NS paper 1. Was quite a difficult paper actually. Most of the questions were like multiple steps. They were not like straightforward. But I hope you guys can understand, and I hope I didn't go too fast. If you guys have any doubts, you just comment down the comment section. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye bye.